Welcome and good morning to another edition of the Friday Morning Commute with your host, Rogan Doug. Just this camera angle, just a little bit perfect. I want to thank everyone for stopping by and coming out. So let's go ahead and get started. This week, from Xur, perhaps one of the only things that can be reliably said is that Xur just brings us Xurios. Or salt. Depends on what you are craving this week. So, for the hunters, we have the Mark 44 stand-asides. For the... Did I say hunters? I mean titans. For the titans, we have the Mark 44 stand-asides. For the hunters, we have the Lucky Raspberry Chest Piece. Yeesh. For the warlocks, we have the Claws of Ahamkara. We have patience and time for everyone. So if you are lacking patience or lacking time or lacking both, now is the week to get it because
incoming transmission.
Ooh, there's an incoming transmission. I need to find a way to mute that, actually. My bad. So, where was I? Patience and time. Oh yes, something I don't have a lot of time. I have patience. Probably more patience than I should in a lot of things. In any case. And then for the Year 1 collectors, we have the Legacy Exotic Helmet Engram. Remember, these are for Year 1 exotics only. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a sore throat, so every time I swallow, it hurts. And so talking a lot makes me swallow a lot, which makes it hurt a lot. But I love you guys. That's why I'm doing this. I love. So Legacy Exotic Engrams only drop Year 1 exotics. Great for collectors. If you have the spare legendary marks, then if you get the Year 1, then you can buy the Year 2. However, a lot of people think they're just a waste, and unless you are a collector, don't worry about them. With that being said, I probably could farm a whole lot more of strange coins and start collecting all of these Year 1 exotics because I've only played Warlock. This is a fact. I only play Warlocks. It's really sad because the other classes look so much fun. Hunter, I don't know if I could see myself playing Hunter well. Blink Jump is a strange and foreign tool to me. Even though the Void Walker has it, I wasn't so fond of it. In any case, that is what Xur is selling for us this week. Now, last weekend, we saw something strange happen. So, last week, Bungie released the June update, which include class balancing, weapon balancing, just some general TLC here and there. But it also brought along with it a new feature that caused new issues, which is, ironically enough, what happens a lot of the time in the realm of software development. So they added this new feature of, hey, you've got friends playing here, and then you can hover over it, and I guess you could see what all friends are there. Now, for those of us who are really popular or have a lot of friends on, you could easily have more than 10 friends in an activity. And so this was causing players to not be able to connect to certain activities. Trials of Osiris, figured it would affect Iron Banner, Crucible matches, so on and so forth. And so this caused Trials of Osiris to not work, to act inconsistently. I knew some people who, Babetron and Petron to be specific, who were able to still connect and do Trials with Cyrus, but anyone who had, I would say, greater than 10 friends on at a time, or a large amount, I don't know what this large amount is, but because they limited it to 10, it makes me think anything greater than 10 was starting to be problematic. And so with that being the case, people who did Trials carries and had a lot of friends. That yawn. Where did that yawn come from? Oh my goodness. Anyways, So, was causing players to not be able to connect to certain activities, especially if you had a lot of friends already there. So, that being said, we lost the end of trials last week, and then Bungie also canceled Iron Banner this week. They are monitoring the situation. They released a hotfix yesterday. So if everything is going well, then they will release the flight path for the lighthouse and allow people to battle it up for a chance to get to Mercury. And if that is a go, then we should see Lord Saladin in the tower next week as well, which is really nice that they're not making us wait another month, because of the fact that they could. I mean, the community events that they do, thankfully Trials of Osiris is weekly. If it was a monthly thing, then we would have been screwed. I wouldn't say we would have been screwed, but it very easily could have been something where they just let it slide a month and have not worried about it until next month. But thankfully, we're able to see, hopefully it plays again this week. And then Iron Banner, it's nice that they just bumped it a week. So now it'll be only about 3 weeks until the next Iron Banner instead of 4 weeks. Now, along with that, they gave a little bit of reasoning as to why they rebalanced hunters. And there's a specific reason, at least one that was very poignant to me. And it goes along the lines of, pre-June update, they showed a graph of who the most successful players, or what the most successful Crucible subclasses were in Destiny. They were both hunters. They were both Blade Dancer and Gunslinger. Now, these were characters, these subclasses had KDs that were ranging from 1.5 plus. And they're the only two up that high. Now, what that means is that if you wanted to do well in the Crucible, you essentially were regulated to playing a hunter. Now, does that make sense? Maybe to some people. But what Bungie wants to do is give every class a chance. Now, there are some subclasses that are going to have less of a chance than others. I can think of all three support classes. Hunter, Night Stalker having a better chance, Warlock, Sunsinger having the next best chance, and then Titan, Arc subclass, the Bubble, having the least chance to have positive KADs, or KDs, because assists, whatever, should count, but they don't. Man, my phone is just popular today. All these bings and incoming transmissions. Goodness. Now, think of it as you will. Think of it whatever you will. The fact that Bungie is trying to make essentially a rock, paper, scissors match, or where you can play whatever class, whatever abilities, and you're going to have a counter, makes me really excited about where Destiny's going to go, kind of towards year 2. Remember, we have Rise of Iron coming out in September, which means that as of August, current gen and last gen consoles are now going to be branched on support, not support. What am I looking for? They're going to be branched for character progression. So as of August, probably whenever they do the pre-Rise of Iron patch, there's going to be a switch flipped. Whatever progress you make on your Xbox One or PlayStation 4 will not show on your Xbox 360 or Xbox or PlayStation 3 character. Same will be said of Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Whatever progress you make there won't be shown on your Xbox One, PlayStation 4 characters. And then Rise of Iron is only available on current gen consoles, Xbox One, PlayStation 4. So, with this in mind, that gives the developers a lot of extra wiggle room in Destiny 2 to bring us things that they may not have been able to here in Destiny 1, 1.5, and 1.75. I'll let you guess what 1.5 and 1.75 are. Now, with this being said, it'll be very interesting to see if we have any of that occur in Rise of Iron versus in Destiny 2. Because if they could start adding features now, especially important but not large features, then we're going to see some really great. Now, I am here at the office, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Once again, thanks again for everyone for stopping by. Xur this week has the Mark 44 stand-asides for Titans, the Lucky Raspberry for Hunters, the Claws of Ahamkara for Warlocks, Patience and Time for everyone. Get it because you're going to need it. And then the Legacy Exotic Helmet Engram for Year 1 Legacy Exotic Collectors. Again, this is your host, Rovan Doug, for the Friday Morning Commute. Thanks again for stopping by. Check me out on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Periscope, where I am currently. Or I may be on YouTube whenever you see me. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next week. See you, Starside Guardians.